Welcome to the Vikings Report. Here you will find the latest news and rumors about the Minnesota Vikings. Always up to date with information about transfers, drafts, injuries, behind the scenes, and everything that involves the team. If you are a passionate fan and want to stay on top of everything, this is the right place. Turn on notifications and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Now let's go to today's news. Vikings show interest in Ashton Jeanty to bolster running game. The Minnesota Vikings haven't excelled in the running game under Kevin O'Connell, but that could change this offseason. The team is eyeing former Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty as a potential addition to the 2025 NFL Draft. On Tuesday, the Vikings' interest became more apparent after Ryan Fowler of the Draft Network revealed that the team had set up a formal meeting with Jeanty during this week's NFL Scouting Combine. While such meetings are common, Minnesota would be unlikely to waste time evaluating a player if they didn't see real potential in drafting him. Is Jeanty in Vikings' plans? This year's running back class is considered one of the most talented in recent memory, meaning that even if the Vikings don't land Jeanty, they could still find promising options. However, adding the former All-American to an offense already consisting of Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and T.J. Hockenson would add a new dimension to the team's offensive line. The big challenge will be moving up in the draft to select him. The Vikings currently hold the 24th pick in the first round, while projections indicate that Jeanty could be selected as early as 12th. With only 4 picks in this year's draft, Minnesota would need to find a way to trade up and secure the running back. A major addition. Last season, Jeanty shined for Boise State, accumulating 2,601 yards and scoring 29 touchdowns in 14 games. His performance has made him widely considered the best running back available in the draft. If the Vikings can land him, they will have the chance to assemble one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL in 2025. Now, it remains to be seen whether the franchise will be willing to invest heavily to make this addition a reality. Could Daniel Jones be the Vikings' solution to replace Sam Darnold? The Minnesota Vikings may be eyeing Daniel Jones as a potential replacement for Sam Darnold. Following his quiet departure from the New York Giants, Jones joined the Vikings late last season, first as part of the practice squad and later being activated for the wild card game against the Rams. Had he remained on the practice squad, Jones would have become a free agent immediately, enjoying a 2-month head start on other quarterbacks available on the market. However, by opting to be activated, he remains under contract with the Vikings through the start of free agency on March 12th. Now the big question is, will Minnesota keep Jones on the roster to fill a similar role to the one Darnold took on last season? Vikings seek stability at QB position. General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and head coach Kevin O'Connell have a clear vision for the Vikings' future. They want promising youngster J.J. McCarthy to take over as the starting quarterback. However, there are uncertainties about his preparation and physical condition to be the QB1 as early as Week 1 of the 2025 season. Given this, the franchise needs to rely on a veteran quarterback who already has experience and success in the NFL. O'Connell proved his ability to develop players by turning Darnold into one of the best quarterbacks in the league last year. Would it be possible to repeat this feat with Daniel Jones? Jones's record against the Vikings weighs in his favor. O'Connell certainly doesn't need much convincing about Jones' potential. He has already witnessed one of the quarterback's best moments in the NFL up close. The Giants' victory over the Vikings in the 2022 season's wild card round. In that game, played at US Bank Stadium, Jones was relentless against the shaky Minnesota defense. He completed 24 of 35 passes for 301 yards and 2 touchdowns, without throwing an interception. Additionally, he demonstrated his mobility, rushing 17 times for 78 yards and posing a constant threat whenever he left the pocket. That performance highlighted what Jones can do when he's in a favorable environment. However, his 6-year stint with the Giants was marked by ups and downs, plenty of criticism, and a large number of hits taken in the pocket. Could Jones be the missing piece for the Vikings? Jones' numbers with the Giants are better than many realize. He never had a completion rate lower than 61.9% and accumulated 14,582 yards, with 70 touchdowns and 47 interceptions. These stats show that despite the challenges in New York, he has a level of accuracy and experience that could be useful in Minnesota. If O'Connell could turn Darnold into one of the best in the league, why not try to do the same with Jones? The crucial question is whether the former Giants' problems were simply the result of an unfavorable environment or whether he has already been irreversibly affected by the pressure and blows he has suffered throughout his career. What happens to Darnold? The ideal scenario for the Vikings would be to franchise tag Sam Darnold and trade him for valuable 2025 draft picks. Many teams would rather trade for an established quarterback than engage in free agency. The NFL Scouting Combine, which takes place this week in Indianapolis, will be the perfect opportunity for Adolfo Mensa to assess the market and identify which teams would be willing to pay a good price for Darnold. If he finds multiple takers, he could turn the QB into second and third round picks. That would be a huge boost for a team that currently has just 3 picks in the upcoming draft, 1 in the first round and 2 in the 5th. Otherwise, if Darnold leaves without a trade, the Vikings will have to settle for just future draft compensation. With so many pieces in motion, the future of the Vikings offense is still up in the air. If Minnesota decides to take a chance on Daniel Jones, it would be a clear sign that O'Connell believes in the quarterback's potential to lead the team and, who knows, revive his career in a new environment.